Why? I like a pee. No, babe. Babe, this is not... I'm really sorry, this hairstyle's never going to feature again on my channel. Welcome back to my channel. This is a very, very much more positive... Ma'am?
Yes. No, actually.
And this is Jade.
Hi.
She and I became friends because we have the same doctor and we both have bags. And we thought it'd be a really positive kind of thing if people could ask us loads of questions. I had so many lovely messages from everyone. After I put that video up, it was just a bit of a wreckhead for me. And I mean, you watching it.
That was a mess. I was like, ah!
She really started like, girl, I'm not even 20 minutes through and it's all just too much.
Seriously, I think a FaceTime on me, mate. It's like,
literally,
so sad.
I've had hundreds of people with Crohn's and colitis, and especially with stomas, follow me since then and drop me messages. So hi to all my new followers and
my
people,
friends.
my new crew. So many people have asked me questions like, girl, is it like a hole in your tummy? Do you have a plug? Does it hurt when you poo? Do you know when you poo? Like, what's it like? Oh my God. So I put on Instagram, like, send us your questions and Jane and I will answer them.
So I got diagnosed when I was 11, and then I was a bit of an idiot with medication just because I didn't know how serious it was. So like, I thought it was like a bit of a flu or that it would just eventually go. So then about when I was 20, like in 2014, I stopped taking my Humira injections like an absolute idiot because
That's what I did.
Because I thought that, well, I knew that I'd lose weight when I'm poorly, which is such a stupid decision and shallow probably of me, but I didn't really care at the time. And because I was so used to being ill, I thought that, well, I'd take that sacrifice of feeling like 80% for the sake of like looking really, really slim. Which proper backfired because I ended up creating antibodies to my medication and then narrowing my bowel. So then the whole of 2015 I was on trial medication because I didn't want a bag. And then by 2016, I ended up collapsing, like, oh God, I got told my bowel was going to go cancerous, so it was going to perforate, and then I needed an ileostomy, and then I woke up with a mucus fistula, and just, yeah, from there.
So basically both of us didn't really know what we were waking up with and both woke up with bags.
Yeah.
Which aren't that bad. I'm sorry, they're
It was like the worst experience I've ever been through, but the best outcome that's ever happened in my life. Like, it's the best, like...
Okay, so first question. Is it awkward and do you feel it when you poo?
No and no. Like, I think...
No. I think, straight up no.
If I could be shitting now.
We could be pooing right now. Like, I'm probably having like a massive dump right now.
Oh, Georgina. You're so abrupt with it. Like, I can't.
You went out for drinks the other week and how loud did my stomach fart?
It's really loud.
It was like...
I was like, oh my God. Like,
even I was like...
Stanley!
Stanley! But no, you can't feel him. He has no nerve endings, so you can like smack the shit out of him, touch him, flick him, you can't feel anything. It's not awkward. The only time it's awkward is when like he's getting full and your trousers or skirt starts to like lift and it's all very comfortable, you just go empty, and that's literally it. There's nothing like, all they've done is just move my arsehole. Like, we all have an arsehole. They've just gone like that. It doesn't work there, they're just gonna move it there. That's literally it. We don't have to push. We don't get hemorrhoids like you guys. You know, we don't get a ring sting. We don't get a ring sting after a curry on a night out. We don't get none of that.
I'm not taking an absolute shit out of my stomach. It's like...
No, exactly.
It's just like fluids that just... Like,
we're probably the worst two people to do this video because I know there are people out there that really, really, really struggle with having a bag and like feel they can't leave the house and have really low self-confidence, and that's awful. But like, we don't deep it. Like,
you can do whatever you want.
You can do whatever you want with a bag. It doesn't stop you doing anything.
more.
The reason we have bags is because we couldn't do anything when we were poorly. We can now do everything. Anything.
You can get drunk every weekend.
You can drink yourself. You can do anything. The only thing you can't eat is eat sweet corn because it flies out your bag like bullets. Like, sounds like you're making microwave popcorn. I had sweet corn the other week. It's like... I was like,
don't eat sweet corn. Sweet corn, red zone.
Red zone. My quality of life is so much better. Yeah. The best it's been in 2.5, 3 years.
You just not got to let it affect you there.
Yeah, like
that's the hardest part.
It's the physical thing, like looking at yourself. Like I said in the previous video, I really struggle with it. But like, just don't deep it. Like, life's way too short. Like, everyone's like, oh my God, it must be really difficult. It's what we went through that was difficult.
Yeah, like
it's not the bag that's difficult, it's what we went through.
I think the thought of it as well is more scary than actually having it done. So like, when you've not got it, obviously it's the unknown, so you're constantly thinking like, oh, what about this, what about that, like what I'm gonna look like on holiday in a bikini, blah blah blah. And then like, once you have it, it's like, it's really not that bad. And because you get so many positives out of it, like you realise actually like the only one negative thing is that you're just thinking about your self-confidence, which is so much easily built like through.
I haven't been on holiday with my bag yet, but you have.
Yeah, twice.
You said people looked at you, but not for bad reasons, but not the reason you want them to look at you.
Yeah, it's more like just out of curiosity. Like if I didn't have a bag and someone walked past me with a bag, I'd look at it, but I'm not looking at it in a nasty way. It's just oh, what's that? Oh, okay, that's it. And then you'd be so surprised that like my friends were sticking bags on them and all sorts.
Literally. How long we were in hospital for. I was in for a month, as you know. You all know my story, so I don't really speak about it, but you were in for a very long time.
Yeah.
She was on death's door. Like, if you think I was bad and you think my journey was bad, she was like death's door. Like, she was knocking. She was like, "This is not exciting." I was like, "Hi, take me."
No, I was in for 3 months, but I was very, very poorly getting my surgery done beforehand, so then my recovery took longer, and then I got like loads of infections which like ripped my scar open, and then I ended up being like 5 stone something, and then that's how I got fed through a tube, so everything took longer. So the best thing you can do is keep on top of it, because I literally I kind of knew I needed a bag and avoided going to the hospital to be told that, because I knew that was going to be the option.
There's certain girls who have messaged me, and if you're watching this, listen to me, because you're all like, "Oh man, there's a therapy in Humira, but I don't really forget to take it." If you forget to take it, you're gonna have a bag. Fact. It's not like a contraceptive pill where it's like, "Oh, you know, I just missed one, and you know, I'll be alright. I'll just, you know, wing it." It's not paracetamol. Yeah. If you don't take it, you're gonna have a bag. It's that simple, okay?
And it's not a bad thing to have. It's just if you can avoid it.
If you don't want one,
don't have it.
Take your medicine. If you don't moan and then not take your medicine, okay? Just take your medicine.
It's hard. It's not easy going through the whole process. Once you get to the other side, it's fine. But it's like
the one thing I wouldn't wish on anyone is what I went through, and the process of going through it, and the surgery, and everything after having a bag
is amazing.
It's manageable. It really is. It's the process that I wouldn't wish upon anybody. And I am so much stronger. Like, we are so much stronger because of it. Like, we are living, like, yo, this sends me under, right? I was thinking this today.
I was thinking this the other day.
This sends me under. You listening, Meg? Who invented, like, this person can't poo out their bone, I'm going to make them poo out their tummy?
In it, like, someone
I'm
has
going
chopped
to try it on them.
to do that.
I'm going to try it on them, and they're going to live.
Miraculously best thing ever.
Who thought that?
Genius.
I don't know thing. Right? Normally, yeah, when you get, like, shanked or something, not that people go around getting shanked, but, like, shanked! Like, a deep wound, or, like, slit your arm open in the kitchen, yeah? You've got to go straight to hospital. Because you can't live with an open wound. You can get infected, all this, die, all that. We are healthier living with a hole in our stomach.
Yeah.
The only way we can survive right now is with an open wound. If that's not badass, yeah? If that is not badass, yeah, I don't know what it is. We are alive, yeah?
We walk around
with
with
our tummy hanging out. Like, our colon is like this. Right, so here's all your colon, yeah? Just like this. Just moving around inside the body, yeah? Our colon's like this.
For everyone to see.
Just like, looking around. Just looking around, seeing what life's about. He's thinking, right, I've been trapped under skin for this whole life. I don't know what that's like.
He's thinking, right.
Imagine, yeah, this little colon's been inside me for 20 years, and it's on for 12 weeks, it's on a vacation. What's going on out here? What's this? What's this? Ah! You Google a stoma, that's Jane's. Yeah? Now just imagine a 50p piece on your tummy. That's what mine's like. Mine is the smallest thing.
It's nice and neat and tiny.
Mine's a tiny little weeny, neat little pink cherry thing sticking out my tummy. You know how your colon goes like that inside you to like move the food through? Ours still does that on the outside. So if you're cleaning it, you're like, she sits and just stares at hers while it just breathes.
Like, it's so weird. Like, that's one of the wrong things, like, when I woke up, I didn't know that it would do. And when it started moving, I was so like, oh my fucking, I can't control it. So, like, it does its own thing. And, like, sometimes if you go to wipe it, it might, like, lift, like, and it's like, it just knew that I was about to clean it. It's
yeah,
so
like, if I'm going to the end of it, it'll go. What was the pain like after surgery?
You're on that much, like, morphine and stuff that it's not really any pain. It's just like really hard. So obviously you get your stomach cut into, so you cut into your abdominal muscles. So sitting up and that, it's like, it's hard. You can't, like, it's not, it hurts, but you're on medication. Obviously it doesn't tickle, but like it's more like a struggle more than anything. It's like you're just weak, like you can't do it. No matter how much you're thinking to yourself, you stand up or sit up, you just can't.
Your muscles have been cut through. In fact, well, mine 5 different places. Yours way worse. Like, you're trying to lift yourself up. Like, I had to get my friends I had to get like, I had to get my friends, I had to get everyone, I had to get the nurse, I can't.
It was horrible.
I had to get, I had to get
the whole hospital to help me
I
get
had
out of
to get
bed.
my friends, my mum, the nurse, Maka, my dad, anyone to pull me up and help me go. I couldn't do anything, and morphine is paying the next day.
It is so nice, but
2
then
days after,
too much of it.
Yo, it's
nasty.
oh, it messes you. I was hallucinating. Were you hallucinating?
Yeah, I was saying
hallucinate.
weird stuff to people.
I was
as well.
saying, my friend Amber come to see me, yeah, and she said to me the next day that I was just chatting Maka to her. I can't remember. I was seeing things that weren't there. I swear to God, there was someone at the end of my bed. The nurse said there wasn't, but there was. I do not care what Barbara tells me. There was someone at the end of my bed.
Barbara tells me.
No, there was someone at the end of my bed. She was like, darling, it's the morphine. It happens. No, there was a real life human at the end of my bed.
It is so weird. I visioned the lady in front of me that she got up and she's like taking pictures on her phone with flash and just like hysterically laughing at me. And then like I'd open my eyes and she was like in bed and I was like, oh, I was so weirded out. Like you hallucinate such weird stuff. But it doesn't hurt. Like
the morphine stopped it from hurting. How much help do you think someone with Crohn's would need from people like us? I needed someone like us.
No, I did as well. My family are so like emotionally attached, which is obviously understandable. But your friends are the ones that keep you like laughing and just like make you still feel like mint and like a person. You can still talk to you about dramas.
My mum cotton wools me now. She's like, you nearly died. Anything? Did you know we're having salmon for dinner? Mum, I'm not too sure that I want salmon. We're having salmon for dinner. It's good to help tissue healing. But Mum, we've had salmon the past 4 nights. You nearly died! We're having salmon for dinner! I mean, it's not even like you need loads of people. Sometimes you just need that one person. Like, I just needed Jane in terms of who else was going through it. I didn't need to speak to anyone else going through it. I just needed that one person I clicked with. And that was Jane. I
had someone come and visit me in hospital called David. And like it just felt so nice just to like someone just to speak to me and like you can explain it to your friends and family as much as you can, but like nobody really gets it unless you've got it. Like there's just certain things and like someone can like relate to it, but you know that they don't feel what you're feeling because obviously they're not going through it. If you need anyone, then you've got me and Jane basically. Hi. If it's just you just need that one person to tell you that it's genuinely going to be okay. And like living proof that it's more than okay. And it is the best thing, like by the way, like you don't even notice how ill you are until you've had one. So like little things like being so tired all the time, like I just thought that was like a general part of my life because I lived with it for so long. And now it's like I've got all this energy and I just want to do so much and like I don't even have to think about what I eat like all the time. It's like I could just look at a piece of food and all of a sudden I feel like I was getting bellyache already before I even ate the food. And it's like now I can just eat whatever I want. I was in agony constantly. It's mad. I've not had stomachache, like the stomach aches I used to get, oh my god, it felt like 1,000 knives from my stomach and like it used to crumble me like that. And since having the bag, like even during like as hard as the recovery was for me, I never once got them stomach aches ever again. I've never once had a stomach ache like that. The only pain I've been in since the office post-op pain. Now I'm like running around the club like, do you know what I mean? No shame for me. Woo! Yes! Ha! I'm like dancing. There's no joint pain for me. I'm doing the work. I'm like, woo! In the club. What joints? What joints? I'm limber. I'm limber. Do you ever try to poo out your bum? Yeah. I'm still not convinced that I can't do that. Like, so sometimes she goes to the toilet, she's like, sometimes I'll go to the toilet and I'll just try because I'm like not convinced that I still feel like something's gonna, like, well, I don't ever feel like I need the toilet, but I feel like surely like you get something called phantom poo. What's that? Did Dr. Lewis not tell you about that? I've never heard the name of it, just like he told me I get something called phantom poo and I do, and it's where like you feel the need to go to the toilet out your bum, so you go and you sit on the toilet and that's the only way you can get the feelings pass. It's stopping now. It happens a lot after surgery. Well, yeah, maybe, but I thought that was just because I was so like used to thinking that I needed the toilet. So like, sometimes now when I go for a wee, I'll just sit there and I'll be like, it will. Something will go, and then even though I've got a bag and I know that I can, I'm like, no, something will go, and I was like, no, but sometimes you do still poo out your bum. I don't, never. I have. I just bleed. That's it. I've pooed out my bum. You still bleed out your bum? Yeah. Really? I'm on medication for that though. I've pooed out my bum twice since my surgery. And the first time I was like, oh my god! I went to the doctor, I was like, Doc! I was like, you've not sewn me up properly. I was like, there's something going on. Like, I should not be pooing out of all these holes, okay? It's like, Georgina, you had 24 hours to prep for an operation. There will still be poo inside of you that needs to come out. And I was like, oh, well, you could have told me. Nightmare. Could have told me, because I was like, this is not right. I thought it'd be coming out my ears. Like, this is just not cute. Does your bag ever burst or does it leak?
Right, who wants to go first?
Yes.
Just to put it bluntly, yes, in the most awkward of times.
He doesn't do it all the time, so like, if you watch it, don't be like freaking out, like, it literally hardly ever does it, but when it does it, oh my god, it's so annoying. Like, I was on my works party that I lasted an hour on because I got absolutely rat-assed. I got carried in by my manager upstairs, and like, I had this lovely white little blouse on, and literally I didn't change it before I went out, but I thought it was alright, but because I was all over the show and it was full and I just wasn't really aware of my life, let alone my bag, it burst. But I was in the room at this point and it was all over my white top, and like it got to the point where I was so pissed that I just kind of like ripped it off. So my manager was like, what the heck, she had to like bath me and everything, and I'm like, what a bag.
It's mortifying. This is like, I know that this is probably people's biggest fear. Don't worry, because it's happened to me. I'm still alive, I'm still here. I pooed on the guy I was seeing in bed.
I can't believe you did that. Bear in mind, I've only 2 years and I've not done that, so don't be scared.
So what it was he was lovely, right? And he was like, wasn't bothered. So I was just changing it and I got into bed. And I was having a cuddle, you know, you're on your side. And just having a cuddle. And I felt a bit of a wetness. And I was like, oh. I was like, don't look under the covers.
Oh.
He was like, I was like, And I started like, fuck. And he was like, what? What's the matter? Like, remember, what's the matter? And I was sat here and he was laid there. So I was like, no. He was like, what's the matter? I was like, oh. I started crying. I was like, I'm pooing all over myself. He was like, oh, don't cry, you donut. Don't cry, you donut. I was like, oh. I ran into the bathroom. I was like, oh. I was like, Mom.
What do you like that much as well?
I was like, Mom. So he went to find me another bag in the drawer, and it was like, oh my god, there's no bags. And I came out, I was like, what? And I was like, there's no bags. And I was like, and then Mum was like, you're just gonna have to sit with tissue on it all night.
Tissue. Tissue. It's like a little bucket at the side of you, just in case.
Tissue. Just tissue. So at this point, I was like, you're useless. I was like, get out of my room. And he was sat there like, I was like, we're gonna have to go to A&E, we're gonna have to go to, I've got no bags, I'm pooling myself. I was like, it smells really bad and I really like these pajamas. And he grabbed me by the face and was like, don't cry, give me a kiss, don't cry. I was like, no, I'm covered in poo. Anyway, we get to the hospital and I get seen like straight away because I don't really know why, but I just got seen straight away because I think it was just a quick thing. I needed a new stone bag. It was absolutely mortifying. The next morning we were lay here and I was a bit like, and he's like, why don't you look at me? I was like, bro, I shat all over you last night. Like, exactly what I needed during my time in hospital, wasn't he?
Most lad-wise, if you're a girl, like, every lad I've met since having my surgery is completely fine with it. Like, that's not the issue.
But the fact that that was one of my biggest fears, don't you think, Meg, it was exactly what I needed at the time? No, you need to say more than
Yes.
I want this to be like a quick, fire, fun, happy video. So we're gonna round it up, but yeah. If you are about to have surgery, or like this one lady who's messaged me today, she doesn't know if to keep going with the chemo or have surgery and doesn't know which to opt for, chat with us. We'll tell you exactly what it's like.
Don't be scared of the outcome either.
Look, life's gonna happen either way, yeah. This is my thought on life. This is like a minute of Georgina's internal thoughts and you're really privileged to get these. So basically, I believe, whether it's God or fate or anything, I believe your bag is already packed for you in life. So whatever's in your bag, it's already packed. So whatever's been meant to happen is meant to happen. If you're meant to be with that person in life, you'll end up together. If you're meant to have a stoma bag, you're gonna get one, whether you decide to take your Humira or not. But whatever's meant to happen is gonna happen. Stop stressing because everything's gonna happen. And any problem you have, like this Crohn's thing, as much as it nearly beat me, it didn't. And that's because that was put in my bag. You could put Crohn's in my brother's bag and he might not be strong enough to deal with it, but it was put in mine because I was strong enough to deal with it. Just like someone else might have something awful in their bag that I couldn't handle. Enjoy life, because it's absolutely mint. Wait! It's absolutely mint. Sometimes you need a detox. And the detox isn't just drinking lemon water 7 times a day. The detox is getting rid of toxic people, you know, blocking negative people on social media, just a complete detox, and surround yourself with the best people. And I am one of them. Like I say in all my posts, all my videos, be kind, always. Can I get a repeat from you over here, girls? 1, 2, 3.